So social media in South Africa is very much seen as a one-step process. Brands create a Facebook presence or a social media presence across Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, etc. And then they basically use it as a push medium where they take messaging, they send it out to their community, and they then monitor it. One of the biggest faults in terms of that element is that we're creating a database. We're not creating a push-pull mechanism where brands are engaging and creating conversation with their brands. And the reality is that Facebook is designed to be a two-way medium. We push messaging and we then receive feedback and we create engagement. If we look at the top 100 brands performance in South Africa in March, the top 100 brands had a 2.35% engagement rate, which shows that the engagement rate is significantly lower than what it should be. If you look at the Have You Heard agency, our average engagement across our pages was 13.8%. So we see a much greater engagement rate, meaning that your consumers are not only just listening to your messaging, but they're actually engaging with your brand and sharing content on your behalf to their community, allowing you to then have access to their communities through their recommendations. And that really is how Facebook should be utilized. So step one, basically, we create a database of consumers and we engage with them and create advocacy on our behalf, where our consumers then start to share our message. The next step that you then need to do is essentially take those consumers, let's say you've got 20,000 fans on Facebook, and then get them to vocally go out and recommend your brand. So we Have You Heard utilize a platform called Zuberance. Zuberance is a social networking platform that allows us to allow our consumers to share our message on our behalf. So a certain example is we may have a database of 100,000 people. What we then ask them to do is we ask them to actively engage with our brand. They can either share discount coupons, which are shared via the online platform, via a mobile platform, which can be redeemed in store. Or they write stories or reviews of their experience with our product or with our service, which they then are able to share very easily through their social networks, through Facebook, Twitter, Hello Peter, etc. And that then essentially takes your fans that you've then housed on Facebook and allowed them to then use their social networks to share your message with their friends and their consumers, providing online recommendations. Step three is also very important. Once they start doing that, you then reward them for that. And we utilize a program that was developed by a company called Truth, which we work with, which is one of the top CRM agencies in the country, where we reward our consumers for sharing our message. So for instance, if they tweet about our brand, then we give them loyalty points in its crudest form. Or if they do a Facebook post, we give them loyalty points, and it can be 5 points, 10 points, however we decide to reward them accordingly. What we then essentially allow them to do is we then allow them to redeem those points for any type of reward that adds value to them, therefore creating a value exchange. So the value that they get is they get access to discounts, exclusive offers, brand new product launches that no one else would get access to, simply for sharing our message. So the benefit that then essentially comes to is when you're hosting for instance, an alcohol company has an exclusive event to which they want to invite consumers. What we're then able to do is we're able to look at our Reach Reward platform and evaluate who our top 100 advocates are across the country and invite the consumers who are passionate about our brand. We therefore reward them and they become more passionate. What that essentially then means is that consumers who want to then be invited to those events then need to become advocates for our brands and aren't just consumers who are coming in and getting free product. So what we're able to then do is drive additional advocacy around the brand, and that then allows social media to go from taking fans to becoming vocal fans to become more vocal fans, because we're now rewarding them for becoming our advocates, thereby driving more advocacy.